We come to you this Black History Month, bringing together 6 of our esteemed financial advisors to showcase their perspectives on being a financial advisor, being independent, being a business owner, and being a part of the Black community in this industry. We'll share stories, experiences, insights, and go around the table to highlight this community of advisors. Our advisors come from all walks of life, different career journeys, and they are all building their businesses in different ways. We'll cover how they came to be financial advisors, what unique challenges they face as Black advisors, why they chose the independent advisor path, and how we as an industry can better support the Black community. Any final thoughts as we wrap up this lovely around the table conversation that you'd like to share with the audience?
Get more Blacks in the industry. Get more Blacks licensed. Teach us the way. Teach us that this is a sustainable career. You can impact lives. You can change your life, your family's life. You can take control of your financial future. You don't have to be bound to a 9-to-5 job. You get to take control of how you live your life. You can work from pretty much anywhere if you have to. This is the dream. And it's so unfortunate that not enough of us have had another of us to introduce them to the industry, to introduce them to the potential in the industry, the amount of freedom that comes with being in the industry. This is probably the best and most efficient way for a Black person to change the trajectory of their lives and of their children's lives. It really is. It means that as a Black woman, you get to go to your school, your son's or your daughter's school for their program. You don't have to take off a day from work. It means that you get to go on vacations. So this for me, especially having gone independent, was life-changing. I'm going to stay in the business long enough because my sons are very young. I'm going to stay in long enough to give them the opportunity to determine whether or not they want this and to give them the head start that I wish someone had given me. I never want my children to have to go and sit before someone, particularly someone who does not look like them, and plead for a job or have to prove themselves to say, I'm worthy of this.
And I would say be the importance of being a mentor and finding people, like Danica said, and getting a mentor. So that way you can get the ideas and share them and educate and be visible, and then reach out and give back to your communities. I know plenty of you definitely do that, but give back to your communities with education. That's going to not only help your business, but it's going to help your community, which helps everybody. Mm-hmm. And so the more you're giving back to your community, the more the community is going to give to you, and just give back. And that's what this business is. It's the greatest business in the world. You can do it from anywhere now, especially. And the only limits that you have are the ones you put on yourself.
Yeah, I echo both of what Danica and Brian said, and I'll just speak from like an overall, I guess, industry perspective of for people that don't look like us. It's just about being proactive and, really working on yourself to get rid of any stereotypes or things that still you might feel towards minorities or underrepresented individuals in this industry, and just give them a chance. When they walk in the room and they walk in the door, make them feel welcome, make them feel seen, bring them into your office and ask them what their plan is and how they and how they can help develop this plan. How can they grow their business and really teach them, right? We talked a lot about teaching and educating, and that's really how you make change within the industry, even on the independent side, us kind of reaching down when we know someone has just come into the company and just kind of giving them steps and being proactive to do that. So it's also really important to just start reaching out, going to all of these, universities and speaking to students about what your career is like, because a lot of us, a lot of people just don't know that we're here and that we exist and that this is an actual scalable career path that you can find very long success in and a very lucrative business. So it's a lot of all of those things.
I would just add that also from an industry perspective, I think it's one thing to have mentors, and then I think it's another thing to have allies. And I think what we need more than anything is allyship from the institutions to the generation before us. You need that to start to change things. And I'm thankful that I had allies that even if they couldn't directly understand what I was going through, they were always there. And because rejection could put you in a dark place. And I do think this is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, industry to change your life and nobility around helping and serving others. But you're gonna have to go through purgatory in order to get there. And for those dark days, you need allies and the institutions as well. You have to put your money where your mouth is, and it's just like hugs only go so far.
Great point. You talked about the large organizations. I know I'm proud to be part of LPL. They're doing the right thing, hearing our voices. The idea of not just talking the talk and hearing us, but let's go ahead and enact change. Some of the great ways to do that are through these virtual advisor programs. I think paraplanners and assistants. This is an opportunity to get those individuals into these programs, and then we as advisors can bring them in as mentorship. And I think that LPL and firms that really want to do the right thing need to put that money into place. It shouldn't just be about on us to bring that next generation up, because in the words of Kennedy, the time to fix your roof is when the sun is shining. Right now, this social movement is shining the light on these corporations. And unless they figure it out, there's going to be a storm. And the storm is going to mean another company is going to come up with the solution, and they're going to not just talk the talk, they're going to walk the walk. And then that's what happens when change occurs. But here's my point. The social media has an opportunity to show people what it is we do. I remember when watching the Cosby Show when I was growing up and thinking, I would like to be a doctor. I would like to, and it told me that there were people that looked like me, even though it was make-believe, what it is that a doctor did in the family unit. So I think that, our industry needs to not only bring us in and hear our voice, but it needs to show case studies, real life examples of how we can influence and help others live a better life. And I think that, maybe it has to be something like the Real Black Advisors of LPL. Maybe we could do that.
I won't be participating. I won't be participating.
We get great drama, and when it doesn't exist.
That'll be the first time I'll say no to Lauren. Like, nah, I can't do that.
But the idea of changing people's perception of what it is we do. Let's explain to folks what it is we do. Let's influence lives. But on the same token, let's bring in LGBTQ, my Hispanic, and Black. Let's bring what the rainbow of America looks like into our industry and watch what happens. The wealth of the minority group in America, which will soon be the majority in America, is going to have money. And you're going to want to you don't want to come in at the end and say, hey, we're here for you. You want to be in on the beginning of this transformational change.
I would like to end with one of my favorite quotes from Martin Luther King. And I keep it framed, but basically it's life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? And at the end of the day, I think that's what this industry is about. All of us, what we do for our clients is we help them identify their dreams, their goals, their objectives, and then we help them to achieve it. And to me, that is the most important thing about what I do as a financial advisor, is I help my clients achieve their purpose. My purpose is to help them. And I don't think that you can have true joy in life unless you're helping others. And that, to me, is really what this industry is all about, helping others. And for that reason, I think it's the best industry in the world.